Assalamu alaikum grade 5. How are you all? Welcome to the math class for today and our lesson ratio. Today we are going to learn how can we solve word problem involving ratio. Let's learn together the meaning of ratio. Ratio, it is the way we comparing amounts of something, and we use a column to represent the word to. Let's solve this example. All of you can see the sweets, and here if I ask you how many are blue, excellent, 4, and how many are green, 3, good. The question now, we want to write the ratio of blue to green. So, how many blue? 4, good. 2, green, how many green? 3. So, the ratio here is 4 to 3. Simple. Okay, now the question, why we didn't say it's 3 to 4, not 4 to 3? Who have an idea? Excellent, because we start, the question tell you blue to green, so we have to start how many are blue. We have 4 blue, so we say this is 4 to 3. If the question, the ratio of a green to blue, so here we start from the green one and we have 3 green, so we say 3 to 4. Easy. Okay, all of us now we can see this bag. Inside this bag we have balls. Can you tell me how many are blue? Excellent, 3. And how many are red? Good, 2. Now let's write the ratio of red balls to blue balls. Red balls, how many red? 2. 2. How many blue? 3. Excellent. So here the ratio of red balls to blue balls, 2 to 3. And this is the ratio. Ratio shows the relative size of 2 or more values. So here when we are writing the ratio, we are comparing how many red and how many blue. Now one more example. All of you here, you can see pets. How many pets we have here? Good, 7. 3 cats and 4 dogs. Now let's write the ratio of cats to dogs. Cats to dogs. How many cats? Good, 3. And how many dogs? 4. So we write it 3 to 4. And if I ask you, write the ratio of dogs to cats. So here we start from the number of dogs. Good. How many dogs we have? 4. And how many cats? 3. Good. So we write 4 to 3. In this example, we have baskets of oranges and apples. And the first question, you have to write the ratio of oranges to apples. So let's count how many oranges we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is 5 oranges to how many apples? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. So the ratio here 5 to 7. The second question, write the ratio of apples to orange. So here you have to start with apples. Good. So this is 7 to 5. One more example, grade 5, and now this is your turn to solve. The question is, what is the ratio of shaded squares to the unshaded one in this pattern? You can see there is green squares and unshaded squares blank. So how many green one? Excellent, there is 4. And how many unshaded? Count it. Good, it's 11. So here the ratio is 4 to 11. Now question 2. How many more squares we need to be shaded to make the ratio of shaded to unshaded squares 6 to 9? So how many squares I have to shade more to make the shaded squares 6? Now we have 4, so how many we need more to make it 6? Got 2, so we have to shade 2 more squares. Here, who can tell me what is the ratio of girls to boys? Good. There is 2 girls to 6 boys, so the ratio here 2 to 6. And what about this now? What is the ratio of girls to boys? Excellent, it's 1 to 3. So what do you think, grade 4? The ratio 2 to 6, is it same like 1 to 3 or no? Good, so this is equivalent. So for example, 1 to 3, there is 1 girl to 3 boys. And if I say 2 to 6, this is same, because if you divide it into 2 groups, in each group we have 1 to 3. So this is same, or this is equivalent. So equivalent means equal. We can say that 1 to 3 is the simplest form of 2 to 6. So what we mean by the simplest form? Okay, let's solve this to know what we mean by the simplest form. What is the ratio of the green one to blue one? How many green? Count. How many green squares? Good, there is 4. And how many blue? Excellent, 12. So the ratio now, it's 4 to 12. Okay? Now grade 4. If I ask you to look at the rows, what is the rows? This is the sleeping line. Okay? There is the first one, green, blue, blue, blue. So 3 blue and 1 green. Okay? The second one also blue, green, blue, blue. So there is 1 green to 3 blue. Also the third one, same. 1 green to 3 blue. The fourth one, same. 1 green to 3 blue. So here the ratio 4 to 12. Can I say it's 1 to 3 or no? What do you think? Good. Yes, we can say this is 1 to 3, and we call this the simplest form. How, without drawing, how can we find the simplest form? 4 to 12. Okay, we have to think of a number. We can divide it by 4 and by 12 at the same time. What this number? Good, 4. 4 itself. 4 divide 4 equal 1, and 12 divide 4 equal 3. So this is 1 to 3. Here we have another example, grade 5. Same. We want to count the number of green squares to the numbers of blue squares. So who can tell me how many green squares we have? Excellent, 10. And how many blue one? Good, there is a 20. So the ratio here is 10 to 20. Okay, now we want to try to write this one as a simplest form. 10 to 20. We can divide this by what? Who think of a common factor between 10 and 20? 2, good, but 2, it's not the highest common factor. Think of the highest common factor. Excellent, 10. So we can divide it by 10. Here, 10 divide 10 equal what? Equal 1, excellent. And 20 divide 10 equal 2. So the simplest form of this ratio is 1 to 2. Here we have one more example. We want to simplify this ratio, 16 to 20. We say grade 5, the first step you have to think of a factor. And what is the factor? Number. We can divide it by 16 and 20. Common factor between 16 and 20. And this common factor you have to think of the highest number between 16 and 20. So for example here we can say 2. 16 divide 2, 8. 20 divide 2, 10. 8 to 10. We can simplify it more, yes? So it's better to think of the highest factor. It's what? Excellent. It's 4. So we can divide both numbers by 4. 16 divide 4 and 20 also we can divide it by 4. Now let's divide. 16 divide 4 equal what? 4. And 20 divide 4 equal 5. Excellent. So this is the simplest form, 4 to 5. Let's solve another example. 6 to 27. We have to think of factor, common factor between 6 and 27. What do you think? 3, good. 3, we can divide it by 6 and also we can divide it by 27. So now we find the first step, we find the common factor and it's a 3. The second step, let's divide. 6 divide 3 equal what? 2, excellent. And 27 divide 3 equal 9, good. So now the simplest form is 2 to 9. Now grade 5, this is the time to practice. I want you to bring paper, pencil, pause the video, try to solve this, then I will tell you the correct answers. The question here, I want you to write the ratio of the purple squares to red one, and after that you have to simplify it. So how many purple here? Right, and how many red? So this is 4 to 12. Excellent. Now 4 to 12, simplify it on your paper. The next one, we have gray to pink. How many gray squares we have? 6, excellent. And how many pink squares we have? Good, also 6. So the ratio here, this is 6 to 6. Try to simplify it, 6 to 6. Now the next one, blue to green. How many blue squares? Good. 27. And how many green? Excellent. 9. So the ratio here is 27 to 9. Write it on your paper and try to simplify it. So this is the answers here. Purple to red, the simplest form is 1 to 3. And 6 to 6, the simplest form is 1 to 1. The last one is 3 to 1. Okay, now we have another example. Again, how many purple? Excellent, 4. And how many red? 12. Okay, so here the ratio of purple to red is 4 to 12. Or if we simplify it, divide 4, this is 1 to 3. So the ratio 4 to 12 or 1 to 3 are equivalent ratios. Now, what if I want to add more to this pattern? Okay, I will add 1 purple and how many red? Excellent, 3. So let's add 1 purple and 3 red. Now, what is the ratio? Who can tell me? How many purple? 5. Excellent. And how many red? 15. Good. So also now this ratio 5 to 15, also it is equivalent 4 to 12 or 1 to 3. So if we keep adding in the same pattern or same ratio, this gives me equivalent ratio. This is the same example, but here we want to write more than one equivalent ratio. The ratio here is 1 to 3. 1 purple to 3 red. And I want to write 5 equivalent ratio to this one. And we say if I want to bring equivalent ratio, I have to add the same 1 purple and 3 red. Okay, not for example 2 purple, 2 red. No, in the same ratio. I have 1 purple, so I add only 1 purple. 3 red, I add only 3 red. Let's check the first one. See, I add one more column. In this column, I have 1 purple and 3 red. So the ratio here, 2 purples and 6 red. So the ratio 2 to 6 equivalent 1 to 3. If I add one more, this is now 3 purples and 9 red. This is also equivalent to 1 to 3. And here, if I have 4 columns, the ratio will be 4 to 12. The last one. Okay, this is your question now. If I have 5 columns, so in this 5 columns, I will have 5 purple. And how many red? Yes, excellent. I will have 15. So it will be 5 to 15. One more example here. We have this ratio 2 to 5 and we want to write 5 equivalent ratios. Okay, now the second one is 4 to 10, and how they bring 4 to 10, they multiply it by 2. So when you want to write an equivalent fraction, you have, an equivalent ratio, you have to multiply it by a whole number. Okay, and like a fraction, you have to multiply the top and the bottom number by the same whole number. So if you multiply 2 by 2, you have also to multiply the other number 5 also by 2. Okay, so 2 multiply 2, 4, 5 multiply 2, 10. Now the third one, it means we have to multiply it by 3. 2 multiply 3, 6, good, and 3 multiply 5, 15. The fourth one, multiply by 4. Multiply it by 4, it will be 8 to 20. 2 multiply 4, 8, 5 multiply 4, 20. The fifth one, multiply it by 5. 2 by 5 and 5 by 5. So this will be 10 to 25. Good. Here another ratio, 3 to 2. First they multiply it by 2. 3 by 2 equals 6. 2 by 2 equals 4. Okay, now if I ask you to write the third equivalent ratio. Third equivalent ratio means you have to multiply it by 3. Okay, so 3 by 3, 9, 2 by 3, 6. Good. The fourth one, multiply by 4, 12 to 8. And now the last one, multiply it by 5. 3 by 5, 15, 2 by 5, 10. Good. So equal 15 to 10. The question here, we have to find the missing number. The first one, the ratio 2 to 8 equal ratio 10 to another number. So this give us hint that 2 to 8 equivalent to the other ratio. Now 2, how it becomes 10 in the second ratio after the equal sign? Multiply 5. Excellent. So here they multiply 2 to 8 by 5 to get an equivalent ratio. Yes? So we have also to multiply 8 by 5, and this give us 40. So 2 to 8 equivalent to 10 to 40. Now the second example, 1 to 7 equal to blank to 21. So now 7, how they make it to 21? Think, multiply by 3. Good. So you have to multiply 1 by 3 to know the missing number. 1 by 3 what? 3. Excellent. Now the third one. The first ratio missing, we don't know it, some number to 7, equal 35 to 49. So think grade 5. 49 and 7. 49 divide what equals 7? Excellent. Divide 7. Okay, so now 35 divided by 7 equal what? Equal 5. Good. So the missing number here is 5. We have now our word problems. The first one. In a bag of red and green sweets, the ratio of red sweets to green sweets is 3 to 4. If the bag contains 60 red sweets, how many green sweets are there? So first let's write the ratio. The ratio red to green, 3 red to 4 green. Okay, now they tell you if there is 60 red, so how many green? Think grade 5. 3, we multiply it by what to make it 60? 3 by what? 6. 3 by 2. Good. So 3 by what? 60. 3 by 20. Good. So I have to multiply the green sweets by the same number, okay, to keep the ratio equivalent. So 4 by 20 equal what? Equal 80. Excellent. So there is 80 green sweets. Now the next example. Here the ratio of the length of a pencil to the length of a pen is 5 to 4. The pencil is 20 centimeters long, and what is the length of the pen? So pencil to pen, this is the ratio 5 to 4. Okay, if the pencil is 20, so how we make it 20? Multiply by what? 5 by what? 20. Good, by 4. So there also we have to multiply it by 4. 4 by 4 equal what? 16. Excellent. So 16 centimeters, the length of the pen.